Dr. TV Nagendra Prasad garu, retired IFS officer and former ambassador of India, who has very generous to deliver a topic on agriculture to diplomacy, a unique journey, my impressions. So thank you very much, sir, for giving me your time for today's afternoon session. And I request you to come onto the dais and occupy the chair, please. I request all of you, please give a thumping applause, please, sir. I equally welcome our registrar of our university, Dr. GCH Vidyasagar garu. Please come on to the dais. Sir, please take the chair. I welcome the Associate Dean of the College of Agriculture, Rajendra Nagar, Dr. Govardhan garu. Please come on to the dais and occupy the chair. So I equally welcome the university officers, directors of our university, heads of all research stations, alumni who are attending online to witness the proceedings of this lecture, staff and students of this college, as well as the staff and students of other colleges who are attending online, the associate deans of other colleges, as well as the associate directors of research of the different zones and program coordinators of all Krishi Vijnana Kendras and coordinators of Telangana Raitu Vijnana Kendras, and all the students and staff, those who are attending online. I immensely welcome all of you to please witness the proceedings of this lecture. Now, I request Govardhan garu, please read out the biodata of the illustrious personality, Dr. Nagendra Prasad garu. Over to you, sir.
Respected Chief Guest of the function, Nagendra Prasad garu, revered Registrar, Coordinator Jaganmohan Reddy garu, University officers, faculty, beloved students. It is a great pleasure to me to read out the biodata of Dr. TV Nagendra Prasad garu, who was just like you. He was a student here in 1983, and from then he spent very lovable moments here in this campus for 4 years, from 83 to 84, 85, 86, 87. Sir was even in BSc Horticulture also, Sir was a gold medalist. He was a very brilliant student. So to suit his intelligence, he got master degree seat in IRI. That time these many campuses were not there. Only at Delhi we used to get the MSc seats. So because of his intellectuality, he got a seat at IRI MSc Horticulture. Then he also pursued his doctorate degree also at IRI New Delhi. From then, Sir has appeared for UPSC Civil Services examination as agriculture as one of the subject. In fact, agriculture, most of the people, they don't take. It is a very vast subject. He was very successful in civil services examinations. In All India, he got 82 rank. In fact, he got, I think, IAS also. He is very much interested in Indian Foreign Service. And most interestingly, Sir partner is also BSc Horticulture. She is Miss Padmavati garu. She is 3 years junior to Sir. I think Madam is also completed her doctorate at IRI only. Yes, sir? If I am correct, she has also completed a doctorate at IRI, New Delhi. And she was my horse rider batchmate. She is very good horse rider. So she represented Delhi also, RDC. See, when I speak all these issues, I am recollecting all my golden memories days when we spent with you at this campus, memorable campus. And sir, Indian Foreign Service, sir has put up 32 years of service. In all his services, he worked as a ambassador for the Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan in Central Asia, and see during his tenure working at those countries, he vigorously worked for the connectivity to the Bharat, then energy sector, trade sector, and it is now the most talked medical tourism to the India. This most connected by SAR only. And see mineral and education departments also strengthened during the SAR period. SAR was also there for some time in San Francisco and worked for the information technology. And as a deputy ambassador in Switzerland, in Bhutan, he served as a diplomat. He also served as a diplomat in Iran, United Kingdoms at his early career. As a working at Ministry of External Affairs, generally located at Delhi, ambassadors, they monitor the other countries. SAR has monitored Gulf countries, almost 9 Gulf countries, covering the 9 million non-residential Indians, and for them, for all their welfare and all, so he has worked External Affairs Ministry. And during his pandemic season also, it was a very horrible time for Gulf people to reach back the India, and SAR was very riskfully, he worked with them during this pandemic year to safeguard them. And SAR was also a passport officer for Karnataka state during 1998 to 2001, where he introduced a lot of reforms. You see, online issue of the passports, etc. And for your interest, SAR has passed his 10th class from Rajendra Nagar Government High School, a very old government high school, and from government high school to SAR really reached the post of the ambassador. And he studied his intermediate from NB Science College, Hyderabad. Most of you may not be knowing NB Science College. During 80s, it was the top college in Hyderabad. So that time very popular college. Nanakram Bhagavan Das College, no sir? NB College. Yeah, it was a very top college at that time. And as I said, right from the beginning, high schools to till his PhD program, at all levels, SAR has got gold medals in his studies. Sir, it is very nice to spend this day with you, sir. Your presence here itself is a great inspiration to all the students, sir. So, in fact, the purpose of conducting this series of lecture is to show you people like you to these young birds, young generation, so that one day, looking at you, an inspirational figure, they will also make journey in your pathways. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for coming here and blessing this session. Now I request to deliver your talk.
Well, Registrar Dr. Vidyasagar Garu, Dr. Jagan Mohan Reddy and his team of CHRD who are conducting this event, esteemed faculty, and I saw my classmates, 1, 2. Thank you, and very happy to see you after 3 decades. Faculty, other faculty, and students, both who are physically present here and also who are online. It's really a delight to be back on the beautiful campus after 36 years. The college is as green as ever, the campus, the place which really trains not only me, anyone, how to be competitive in life, and also it taught us, I don't know, nowadays because of all mobile phones, etc. We are students from no mobile phone, so we were all from that age. So at that time, we used to remember thousands of scientific names, botanical names. I don't know which you do now or no. So you just tap and then ask what is rice, Oryza sativa. No. So that used to be the way we used to study. Is it still there, or you are just no, just like mobile phone and then type it? You do it? You by heart? No, no cramming. It is there. Okay. Otherwise, you lose the exam. Yeah. So remember thousands of scientific names, with the plants, fungi, insect, nematode, what all, and symbols of minerals. And it was stressful sometimes. But no, later on, I felt some researchers don't agree that if you cram, no, it is not useful. It causes stress, and then after some time you lose memory power, etc. But I'm one to believe. I think no, we were all spaced memory. That is, no, you only study for periodical. Still, periodicals are there? No. Quizzes, midterm exams, and all that. So it is a space thing. So we used to cram a bit, and then we used to really remember. Someone was asking, do you remember agriculture? I said, I can tell you some, at least, 50, 60 scientific names, even today. So uh, I can only say that it was such a comprehensive course, whatever you are going through now, if it remained the same. Such a comprehensive course. I must say that the lecturers used to sit in the library and bring out a cyclostyle note after filtering maybe a book of 500 pages, 300 pages. So that used to be the life. Cyclostyle notes we used to call. And as Govardhan has, very, very generous and inflated biography has given of me. But no, we all finished now our life, professional life. One stage of professional life has come to an end. As he rightly mentioned, I found my better half, the Jeevan Sathi here. And I take this opportunity to thank this particular institution, which has really laid foundation to fight the life, or to just live life in your own way. And in front of you today, I'm here to share my experiences. Usually, it is said once you become a diplomat, they famously say, not only me, any diplomat for the matter, speak for hours without any substance. I mean, without revealing much. But today, I'm talking to you as one amongst you. It's only 3, 4 slides which I made. The school. So education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world, and which, after this long education and life, I can say I will agree with Nelson Mandela, who said it. Life has not been so easy, coming from a village, studying Telugu medium till intermediate, then jump to suddenly English medium. And also remember the students, I don't know today's students, what is their profile, but at that time, all the students who joined agriculture were generally, very talented, intelligent, and hardworking students who just missed by a fraction the medicine. Is that the same case with you all? Yeah, same. So you're also same, like us. And it was very difficult. It's a very competitive class. Everyone is intelligent. Everyone is studying. You need that particular last bit to just, make yourself happy and excel. You are in the company of intelligent, English-speaking, hardworking students, scholarly, which made it more challenging. And you were to learn much and work hard to raise the bar, to resonate with the community of students with diverse backgrounds. People used to come from convent, who studied English from childhood. You will find like you also, who have come from Telugu medium. So it was a diverse mix, and then I feel that was really a group which really taught you to how to manage yourself in a balance. I'm always grateful for the foundations laid here. I congratulate all of you. who joined this institution. It caters to build not only subject knowledge, but also its applications and overall growth of personality. In civil service also, generally it is appreciated those who joined from agriculture background do well and are known for sincerity and hard working. You should be proud as food security is such a critical pillar. You will read everyday food, etc. You don't, but now you go out, everyone will feel food security is such a critical, I say, fulcrum of economic development of any nation, for which you are going to contribute in your life in a big way, not only to our nation, I think globally. Today, world is one village. So education is more than GPA, let me tell you. No, this is by experience I am telling. So I also studied only for GPA, but ranks and periodicals and medals. Now life is different. It should awaken power within you to think, to innovate, to serve the community, and to better your surroundings. Excelling in studies is not only the personal success, but it should prepare you to contribute meaningfully to the society and to our nation. Your contribution can be in any field. No, it need not be only direct service to the community, and it can be, indirect contribution. You can do immensely. I hope the RA Way program is still there. Rural Agricultural Work Experience, an excellent program. We used to use it for more for fun and joy, but with fun and joy, you learn so much at the grassroots level, at the ground level, what really the farmer does. And if it gets into your brain, I think it will help in your future research or future career. I don't know, tell me the agronomy course, 100 or 101? 101. So it used to start with Indian agriculture is a gamble of monsoons. It is still today the rains you saw. So rather climate change, today's rain is climate change, is resulting untimely rains, is more damaging. And any role for AI, which the technology is improving, or technology in predicting to avoid damages from such untimely rains. It's a well acknowledged fact that the research has really impacted Indian agriculture positively over the years, beginning Green Revolution. We have premier agricultural research institutes besides universities. In our study years at Hyderabad, if it gave an opportunity to learn from fellow students and then teachings of lecturers, when I moved from here to IRI campus, it gave a wider picture, national, international, the way they used to get such speakers. We used to hear very attentively to Swaminathan, likes of Chopra. All these guys were at that time the idols of agriculture. A movement from this particular institution to another institution, and certainly will help you. One gets an opportunity, one should move. I would like to suggest you to widen the horizon. Nowadays it is easy. For us it was only cyclostyle and then library. But for you today, at the palm, the world is at your, the entire whatever the knowledge is there in the world, you can get on your mobile. Considering the criticality and to attract the talent, those years, I'm talking about 1960s and 70s, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, Bharat Ratna, he campaigned with the government to have similar pay scales to agricultural research scientists or whatever, even assistant professors also get the same. They campaigned for similar pay scales on par with civil servants. That is the significance attached to agriculture. In 1980s, it was all how to increase the output to meet the demand of growing population. But today, a different paradigm. People are keen to have organic, conserve everything, sustainability aspect, focus on millets, a nutritive diet, fruits and vegetables, etc. Telangana is a towering example of how food production can increase with irrigation. The agricultural research has now come out of one phase, that is the production oriented green revolution, and then to shift to sustainable agriculture with conservation oriented, that is soil conservation, water conservation, germplasm conservation, so many conservations. As far as I was concerned, civil service was not on my agenda. I'm an agricultural student, research, PhD, all that. But somehow the ecosystem in IRI New Delhi, the campus, and the high prestige attached to this civil services influenced me to attempt. It's a challenging exam, a highly competitive, as people from diverse 5 million people write the exam, and the structured, no, it's very well structured. You love the exam if you try. I think a bit of luck also required. Not that everyone who is intelligent and who is hardworking. I feel sometimes someone would have got but has not got. No, it happens, in life. So luck also favors. As a student, I think you must be happy, and then you must be excited to write exams. And then if you pass it or crack it, it's winning something. Keep doing something like that while you are student only. So I joined foreign service in 1993 without much knowledge. What happens. Only we used to hear who is going where and then who is talking to whom. Foreign secretaries, foreign ministers, etc. But today, after completing 32 years of service in Indian foreign service, if you are writing civil service, I do strongly recommend to join foreign service. And the service in the initial years, it used to be you have to be in the top 15 to get. But later on, it diminished because people were, had more preference towards staying locally, having power, and then policies, making policies within the country. And then it moved to second level after IAS for several reasons. And now some people took even police service, who are interested in that kind of service to the nation. Now, as India is poised to occupy the prominent position on the global stage, today already we are a fourth largest economy in the world, politically also a strong nation. The service is becoming more attractive now, foreign service. When we joined, it used to be only 12 or 15 per annum at the national level. But today, it is 45. So the India's the prominence has increased, and we need to have more international relations have to be pursued more aggressively. So that is the reason we have increased in number of foreign service officers recruited per annum. Besides serving in missions as diplomat, ambassador, got an opportunity to serve in the country also as regional passport officer in Karnataka, as Govardhan mentioned. And at the time, you get in these services generally, you get an opportunity to touch the public. So I did something on online application, first time in India, and then a kiosk, because at that time my officers never used to take phone calls. So that used to be the main complaint. Then we had kept a kiosk outside 24/7, and then one can check their passport status. I'm talking about 98 December 99. But things have changed. Then because I did that, government again called me back to implement a famous project called Passport Seva project. It is one of the 28 mission mode projects of Government of India. It is the most successful project. I'm fortunate to say that I am the project director, rolling out 77 centers across the country, but today they have increased in numbers. It was on PPP model, that is public-private partnership model with TCS. It was another challenge to do with a private company when you are involved with security and then sovereignty in the service provided. But it all went off well. Some of you must have seen Passport Seva Kendras. All those designs, when I went, just passed through. Oh, I have done on my table in half an hour, sitting with young officers. In agriculture, during my service, in foreign service, I gave it this particular poster just to say, the service provides you so much. You interact with presidents. I gave only not even half. Gives you interaction with the top echelons of the country and then abroad. You feel good, and then you also get an opportunity to share your thoughts, experiences, and then learn also from them. So to just tell you agriculture and foreign service, how does it help? I was talking to the registrar. He was talking about one Iranian in IRI campus. I really interacted with them. The RS Paroda at the time, DGICR, he came to Iran. And then we had some MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, exchange of germplasm. Particularly, I remember pomegranate germplasm they came for. Such things we did during the service. And to tell you some, not to bore you, I was part of discussions on getting GI tag. GI, you know, anyone? Geographical indication tag. So that is for Basmati and Darjeeling. Basmati and Darjeeling both GI. Why we went? Basmati word was abused and misused like anything in the world. Any long grain rice, let it be Thailand, let it be Mexico, let it be American. No, so Americans have named it as Texmati. So these were the rice which were being marketed. So we took it up seriously, and then we said any long grain rice which is produced only in Indo-Gangetic plain should be Basmati. So really, it took some time, 2.5 to 3 years, thanks to all the Basmati growers and then Basmati sellers, who were selling the bags of Basmati rice abroad. So they came, and then we could win that one. Darjeeling also same. We used to find and show them Darjeeling tea made in Sri Lanka. No, it's impossible. So people used to use the tag because Darjeeling has got its name. So for that also we got GI tag, and otherwise, no, we used to support sitting in missions. We used to support several exporters of particularly the marine products. A very sensitive, the little bit of pesticide or something found, then entire consignment used to come back. So the contamination, they used to really check thoroughly. But we used to help out exporters in such instances. It's a huge loss if a consignment is not accepted after it reaches the port in the receiving country. So these were small things we used to do. Likewise, we had restrictions on mango exports to USA. Famously, everyone knows spongy tissue is a problem. It cannot be seen, and it used to be a problem. So they stopped our import of mangoes from India. We resolved it diplomatically. I can share it with you because we have reduced the duties on their almonds and pistachios and cherries which come. And then we opened that sector, and then they opened mangoes when I was in San Francisco. So different products, etc. And particularly, I'm so happy that Epida has sent me only Banganpalli mangoes, around 400 kilos. And I must tell you, the Lieutenant Governor of California, who is a Greek national, she said, I never thought mango tastes like this, because they were all used to eating Mexican mangoes. Mexican mangoes are, no, you must have eaten. It will be, size will be very big. Taste is somewhat not so. The flavor, etc. Banganpalli is Banganpalli. So that was how, and then the exports increased. The next year I saw, and the next year, you don't believe, not Epida, the exporters themselves sent me the mangoes for holding a festival. And you also know that Ministry of External Affairs, our government of India, we do development assistance just to have our own say, to cultivate neighbors, to cultivate developing countries, to bring them onto your side. That is diplomacy. So we used to have rice exported from India. You don't believe, once I went to Food Corporation of India, and he himself asked me, the chairman, do you want any rice to be sent free of cost abroad? So immediately I was heading Gulf Division. Yemen was a war-torn country. I said, sir, if you can give 1 or 2 shiploads of rice, we can send to Yemen. They are rice eaters. So I asked, why are you giving free of cost? No, MEA can pay you as part of development assistance. So what he said was, see, your Telangana is producing so much of rice, I don't have space to store them. No, they store only up to food security level, whatever is required. So that was the kind of, and as part of Prime Minister Modi's call, that is one district, one product, ODOP, and we have been promoting several food products, including black rice from Arunachal, turmeric from Lakadang turmeric from Meghalaya, makhana from Bihar, saffron from Kashmir, etc. These products really, I'm telling you, as I told the example of mango, you need to market. We are very poor in marketing even today. We need to push our products into international market. So I was telling about everything very goody about foreign service, but we also have challenges. When the farm laws were introduced in India, my office was like this. Every day for almost 45 days, the Sikh farmers were coming in support of Sikh protesters, farmers who were protesting outside Delhi. We were to manage them. Government used to send us, whatever you people give, agriculture students or universities give, all those materials. We used to tell them, people who understand, who understood, but who were doing for political reasons, they continued to do it. And this particular poster, no, sometimes we face challenge. They give death threats. In this particular case, where I was put on the poster to kill, and that it was Khalistan, the Sikh extremist organization, when there was some issue in San Francisco, because it is mostly, most Sikhs are living there. Some give support to that extremist ideology. So they used to, I just gave you an impression with the previous slide that you meet best and in the world, but at the same time, you have to deal with such challenges also. So food security, I said, no, it is most important topic. And then you are going to play a role. As you know, there was Bengal famine. Which year can one say? Bengal famine. No, prior to independence, 1943. It was about 4 million Indians died out of starvation and disease, because of lack of food, etc., facilities. Such were the callous colonial policies. We were under British rule. Apparently, in the war cabinet room, Winston Churchill, someone went and informed a bureaucrat that their scale of deaths is very high in India, and he commented, we need to send something. So I believe Winston Churchill, out of his arrogance and then frustration, he said, why Mahatma Gandhi has not died then? And advised he divert the food not to India, but to Europe, who are fighting with us in the World War. So that used to be the tendency from that kind of situation, and we inherited such situation because their focus was on war, and then our agriculture post-independence obviously has to be of that status. Post-independence, our food grain production initially was about 50 million tons only. And obviously, it was food shortage going by our population. India was one of the major beneficiaries of one scheme called PL 480. You must have all read. See, it is public law 480. What America used to do to be the world leader, they used to send these food grains consignments to India. So we were at that time ship to mouth stage. That is before Green Revolution. They called this program as Food for Peace, but it is not peace, basically to gain diplomatic marks. Of course, you all know we got a weed also through Parthenia. This was the aid diplomacy by US to reach out to developing countries, then whoever faced food shortage. The good India and US relations, our US interest in India at that time has helped us to go through this phase to have imported grains to meet our demand. So government introduced Green Revolution. I'm not going to tell you much about Mexican dwarf wheats and all that. It all required no international collaboration. We must recall the contributions of Bharat Ratna M.S. Swaminathan anytime. He has not only done for his professional thing or for the Green Revolution, but he has done for today's agricultural research ecosystem. I'm telling you, we would not have been having such talented people in agriculture research, but for his ideas and but for his policies. The Green Revolution had its own adverse impact. That is excessive use of fertilizers, pesticides, and then soil degradation. Again, the international pressure has come. When Green Revolution was there, yes, you got technology, etc. But now, when you started Green Revolution with all the inputs, you got another angle saying that you must prevent climate degradation or whatever, in environmental degradation. Sustainable farming has become the buzzword from 90s. The global effort through Earth Summit in Brazil, first time, emphasized the fact that it should be a collective effort. You can't work in silos to make globe a sustainable one. That is what they said. But we were developing countries, so we were to safeguard some our own interests. So you fought for differential treatment to developing countries than developed countries. It's a big theory, and you all will be going through in the agricultural economy, etc. Again, there is a global effort requirement here to have sustainable agriculture all through. So what is sustainable agriculture? So a principle is should produce more and also conserve more. It is both extremes. So what are the measures? Conserve water through rainwater harvesting. You know better. I need not lecture you on that. Breeding hardy varieties, crop rotations, etc. But no, these are all things come to the farmer only when you support him financially, support him materially, support through policies. So then only it is possible for him to adopt to these technologies to conserve. Today, you tell me, we started 90s, sustainable. Even today, if you go and then see what is the percentage of organic farming, arable land under farming, it is very less. The government really has to come out with more policies to support this kind of agriculture. We can't ignore artificial intelligence, sitting at this point of time, 2025. And I think it is impacting all sectors and it will impact agriculture too. AI can be a powerful tool in ensuring food security without an adverse impact on ecosystem. That should be the principle and baseline. Around that, you have to play. AI-powered sensors, drones, they can be used effectively, measuring moisture or whatever, crops, diseases, etc. AI can empower our farmers. That should be the motto. Not only to conserve resources, but also decide on crop varieties, how he can get or how he can double his income. That should be the main aim. AI tool should map. There is so much of energy. Earlier you used to take years. Today it takes only an hour. If you build a tool and then use it for mapping the data, etc., to help it. And then also dissemination is not a problem at all. Every farmer has a mobile phone. I think India has the largest penetration of the internet and then mobile phones. So dissemination should not be a problem if the extension officer is very kind. Justice to my presence. These are all very good figures. Is this enough? Agriculture still is a prime pillar of the economy and it will remain forever. India is the largest producer or second largest producer of rice, wheat, milk, and all that. And then agriculture still has GDP 16%. Now, some countries will go to service sector goes to 80% and agriculture goes down. But in India, it is not the case, and still 45% employment is provided by agriculture, and our exports are still only 50 billion, and we can reach to 100. So this is not enough. So because I'm here, I just wanted to say, to do justice to my presence here, the world has been shrinking, got interconnected so much. To a great extent, it is interdependent also, as never before in the history. COVID pandemic has clearly demonstrated how much nations are interdependent to supply chains. If paracetamol, the generic drug, is made here, you are getting the active ingredient from China, some other requirement from other country. So that was the mechanism we were going through. So supply chains became suddenly so important and we were looking for reliable supply chains. Another ongoing example, after COVID, we found Russia-Ukraine conflict. In Russia-Ukraine conflict, what you found? The wheat exports have gone down because it's a major wheat producer and then it's major producer of fertilizers also. So there was a break. So world realized, so you need to have reliable supply chains. So there again, international relations come into the picture. I used to head Gulf Division. We used to fight every time how urea has to come from Oman because we used to produce Oman there to get urea from there to India. So there were many technicalities involved, many politics involved. So what I wanted to say is it's more interconnected. Agriculture needs strong international relations to progress. And our scriptures, centuries ago have mentioned Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That is, world is one family, which is becoming true, which has become true now. And we follow this principle very much in our foreign policy. I just told you during COVID, things have come out. We were not getting vaccine from US. They were unable to supply. Even if they supply, we don't have that infrastructure to store it. Minus 40 degrees centigrade, who you have the? You have to send it to villages. That was the challenge. So we produced our own vaccine. It's only Hyderabad city. It is Covaxin. We have sent to more than 100 countries. So that is our principle, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, to have a mileage with those countries. Really, they have appreciated from bottom of their hearts. Likewise, we provide training to several scientists. Even Agriculture University here also, maybe some foreign students are here under aid from Ministry of External Affairs. This is all our development cooperation, a powerful tool in diplomacy. As we discussed already, Green Revolution is an result of international cooperation. And again, when you are going to sustainable agriculture, you are under tremendous pressure. You see Paris Agreement, the protocol agreed. We agreed there, we signed, or our leadership has signed to reduce our carbon emissions and increase the renewable energy resources. Thanks to all the policies of the government and leadership, we have already achieved well before 2030 the requirements what we agreed at the Paris Climate Summit in the Paris Agreement. Use of solar power is great input or a great tool in agriculture. I used to see somewhere at that time, 80s, I used to see some water pump, being pumped with solar power. Now solar power technology has gone up so much. India has initiated along with France International Solar Alliance, and really it has given fruits. At that time it was 12 rupees per unit. Today hardly 1 rupee 60 paisa per unit solar power. So the technology can help, the push can help, the policies can help. Farm exports hold lot of promise, as many states are implementing irrigation projects enabling 3 crops a year. Telangana, I said, is an example. I saw immediately after COVID, suddenly the turmeric exports have tripled to USA. Tripled means real in terms of value. Why? Because after COVID, everyone was talking about build immunity, and they found turmeric fizzy drinks, turmeric chocolates, etc. And then at that time, the agriculture minister at the center and then we, embassy, have promoted one particular turmeric, Lakadang turmeric from Meghalaya, Jaintia Hills. It's also listed as a ODOP product. Apparently, it has highest curcumin content, that is 7 to 9%, whereas our traditional varieties contain 1 to 3%. But I believe they tried that variety somewhere else also to increase, but no, I think it doesn't. It is only geographical thing to get. I just heard recently when I went for an Ayurveda conference that a gentleman has produced a unicorn only with one product, ashwagandha. So in the world, slowly the conservatism is coming. With that, the people are using yoga, people are using the Ayurvedic medicines, herbal medicines, not only Ayurveda, you need not call. So ashwagandha, a unicorn, that is privately evaluated 1 billion startup, it is from Hyderabad. So Gulf region is very promising region for export of fresh fruits and vegetables. There were several requests when I was there to Prime Minister stating that we can increase the farmers' income, we can double, provided you give some cooperative farming in one area and produce fruits and vegetables organically. Entire consignment will go to Gulf and then beyond. But no, the problem was this. It was very difficult to get all farmers to come together and then produce the same variety or under those rules. So that really didn't take off, but in some small way, in some states it has taken. So a massive campaign by your Krishi Vidyan Kengras or universities or Rave program students, I think campaign should be very aggressive and massive. So in 90s, we always mentioned post-harvest losses. It used to be a question always. So how much is it? We used to write 30 to 40%. I just checked before just jotting down the points. It has come down to 5 to 15%. That means we are working, agricultural scientists are working, extension workers are working, the infrastructure is being built. The policy also, for example, 100% FDI in food processing, such things help people come and set up nearer to the farms. And then productivity linked incentive scheme like the Samsung phones or iPhones, why they are being produced in more numbers, it just government gives them productivity linked incentive scheme. So such things should come to agricultural products also. I think policy thinkers will give a view on this, and government policies giving boost to this should be complemented always by research, and where you can play an important role as students of agriculture. Let me tell you, resistance to change is anywhere there. You just try to change a subject syllabus, you will resist. So when I was doing Passport Seva project, we were digitizing entire thing. I used to see my staff coming with half-shaven heads, to protest against the project because there is a resistance to change everything. So it needs a lot of effort and time to go to farmers and tell them to grow in such a way. So you play an important role. The extension workers play an important role. I heard just now the numbers have increased to 400 seats. I think when we were there, entire state used to have 150 or 160 used to be there. So now, no, it is increasing. The importance and then significance of the sector also has increased. Subsidies. Agriculture subsidies is a major debated topic worldwide. You must have heard WTO, World Trade Organization. You must have heard GATT, General Agreement on Trade and Tariff. Tariff is a very, important word nowadays, and even today's the tariffs and then the talks where we stuck is just because of agriculture. We refuse to open up agriculture. So that is to safeguard the interests of farming community in India. Government is serious on that, and we need to do that. So these WTO, GATT, etc. used to. We also have protect, severe restrictions on imports of food to support domestic production and interest of farmers. Developing and developed world both subsidize. Go to Europe, they subsidize even crops, animals, everything. India does administered price, support price, what is announced, and fertilizer, power, we subsidy. Some governments promise free power, and then there is subsidy in the fertilizers. And Europe takes in a different direction. They say, no, we are conserving biodiversity. For that, I need to pay farmer. We need to save the climate. For that, I pay some amount to farmer. They play with subsidies. US pays in a different way. So the critics used to say famously that a cow in Europe earns more than an Indian laborer at one point of time. At the WTO, India has consistently advocated, even today, for policies to prioritize food security of developing countries and protect livelihoods of small and marginal farmers, which we have in plenty. It has also challenged the domestic support of developed countries, including the formula used for its calculations. It's in detail. Last but not the least, the free trade agreement discussions. I just said India and US, it is because of agriculture, a bit sticky point in agriculture. This reminds me an incident which happened in 2002, just to wake you up. So in London, I was posted, the Scotch Whisky Association has come from Scotland to meet our High Commissioner. I was working there. And they said we need to discuss on the duties imposed by India. So we used to have about 160% duty on Scotch whisky because to protect our own domestic producers of whisky. So he took out a old scripture or 1600s. He took out and said whisky definition. What is whisky definition? Whisky, should be produced from cereals, and it should be from Scotland. Then only you can call it Scotch whisky. Okay, so it's fine. Then he brought out a table, and that shows how much Scotch whisky was produced in Scotland, Britain, and how much was consumed in India. So Indian consumption of Scotch whisky was double than the produced in Scotland. So what they came up is just say that the whisky produced in India is from molasses. It is from molasses. It's not from grains. And how can you define it as whisky? Now, we had our own interest to protect our own domestic players, so we just heard them and then we left them. But now today we have India UK free trade agreement. Maybe Scotch whisky will come down, but we are also producing single malt whiskies. India is famous in the world now. Now it's a different day today. On export of food, including processed marine foods, etc., my advice would be to ensure the quality by establishing standard lab facilities. I'll tell you one. When I wanted mango exported from Banganpalli to San Francisco, you don't believe there is a lab in Bangalore, and in that lab they sent the FDA officer, and he stays there. He ensures that irradiation is done, and then that irradiated lot is sent to USA. Actually, they should trust us. So that much trust we have to build. No, they said, no, we have laboratory, you just, it is a certified laboratory, it gives you a certificate. No, they said, no, we faced some challenges in the past. So we have to graduate to that level to give confidence and then trust to a country. Indian agriculture is the backbone of our economy. The sector will continue because to be the prime sector, it will never lose its prominence. Be happy that you are in agriculture and then you will rise. And the 50 billion, what I said, no exports, it has to increase very quickly. We are increasing electronics, chemicals, and all other products, but not agriculture. No, it's a slow movement because we came from a ship to mouth stage to agricultural net exporter of agriculture, but we can do more. Challenges of land size have to be met with. Small and marginal farmers, they number about 85%, I believe, and the climate change influence. That is where no crop insurance, etc., gets impacted. But no, look at your tools, AI tools, etc., machine learning, whatever. No, so many things are there. IoT, Internet of Things, etc. To use that in agriculture profusely to ensure the farmer is confident. What I just wanted to say is our population. We are the largest populated country in the world. We have crossed China also. But at the same time, our dividend is demographic dividend. We have our mean age of the country is only 28. That is all youth. So there is much more you can do for the country. And I can tell you why we should be dependent on imports. When you have largest arable area or second largest arable area, still you import over 50% of it, 55% of edible oils. And also, it was 84% increase on year basis. This is not the situation you need with so much going on in agriculture. And this gap in demand and supply has to be plugged. Again, here the policies, the research, the technology, the extension work comes into. Sometimes in some country, I got a call, they're saying that, no, we need pulses. So just ask the government if they can supply. So that is the kind of, because we are a vegetarian country mostly, and then pulses are required. And why pulses have to be imported? I think you can produce in dry lands, dry agriculture, etc. Sectors like IT have expanded due to incentives. So many incentives are given to these sectors, electronics production, IT. So here also we need, even pharma, textiles, everywhere incentive is there. Agriculture is incentivized, but I think there need to be some more push. You want to get the results. And when I was a student, a village near Budwal, this used to produce all the vegetables for Hyderabad, full of poultry farms. And outside the university, if you go out, there used to be grapes on the road. People used to sell. Today I don't see. Today only I see real estate boom. So where the farming has moved away from the city. And what does that mean? Again, post-harvest losses and all that. I don't know how far it will move. So there should be some break to be put with policies, etc., as Europe and US have done to safeguard the farming community there. We need to put in more efforts. Arable land also is shrinking. You need to see that per capita production is improved and increased. Doubling farm income has been said by Honorable Prime Minister, and then there are policies being formulated that should also help us. So last, I just come to say that I will stop here just to say that cooperative ownership, water conservation, sustainable agriculture. See, you heard sustainable eating? Anyone? Sustainable eating. So what is the concept is that you eat whatever is available in your ecosystem. Don't go for apple from Himachal has to come, or the almond from California has to come. What you have, that is called sustainable eating. That concept also has not got much coinage. And the drought and pest disease resistant varieties you have to breed. Most important is education and skilling of farmers. As I said, the challenge is resistant to change, and you need to change them. And I think satellite-based research, etc. You heard blockchain, IoT, that you know better than me. Drones and robotics. And see, unicorns, the research, the startups. Today, India has 100,000, that is 1 lakh startups, all young minds. A guy from 32, 33 years comes up with 50 million or 100 million startup. But in agriculture, not much has come. You number 19, 20, And then none has become unicorn. They call it soonicorns. Soon it may become kind of thing. I read only one name, Dehat. Dehat, I think what they do, I don't know much, but I only read. It is nearing to become, but it is only basically to help farmers in their cultivation, etc. Another important thing we keep in mind, carbon farming. I believe in some countries they started to get earn carbon credits by storing carbon in soil. That is also another concept. I don't know if it has got familiarity and popularity in India. So last, in this one precious life, you must focus. If you are working for anything, work with passion and develop positive attitude towards your work or whatever you do. Always remember the Bhagavad Gita, what it taught us. Nishkama karma, performing one's duties with dedication without being attached to the result. Result can come, outcome can be anything. Your attitude, not your aptitude. That means you need not have much brain. So that decides your altitude. So I think once again, I would like to thank, I think Mr. Janaya is a classmate, a dear friend, is not here, Vice Chancellor. Thank him. And he was the one who mentioned to me about this talk. Dr. Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu and then his team. Director, particularly Dr. Koteshwar, he was in touch with me all through. Also to you all for a very patient hearing and for giving me the joy and happiness of coming back to, as Govardhan was saying, just recall the memories of the past. So those were all indelible memories. And I don't know how much my interaction with you has benefited you, but I am certainly benefited today. And thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Telangana.
Respected our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. T.V. Nagendra Prasad Sir, Associate Dean, Director HRD, faculty, colleagues and my dearest students. Sir చెప్పిన last slide in itself is valid and inspiration and an answer to all the questions. Attitude, not the aptitude, that decides the altitude. With this, I conclude.